It all starts the night before with one text. Since the drives are different each day, and since I don't pay attention, you leave the hotel at a different hour every day. If you're up in time for the hotel breakfast, great. Miss it, then you wait for the first gas station. You're in the van all day, rest stops, getting weird looks from locals, then you check in the hotel. Get your room, throw your bags down, and either rest, explore, or go do work. Get to the venue, find the backstage, eat something light, and then hang out until you gotta go on. Warm up, play the gig, cool down, talk to fans, party, go back to the hotel, and then ask, what time are wheels tomorrow? So more or less, this sums up our day pretty much every day on tour. Now due to the pandemic, I only started touring with this band in August. And since then, we've done about 50 shows already, so it has been non-stop for a few months. I can't say that it feels like a job yet, but it all just kind of still feels like a really long, extended vacation that just keeps going on and doesn't end. I'd call it a really fun limbo, and that's probably because you're somewhere else every single day. I've been to Czech Republic, Belgium, Germany, and Switzerland, and France all twice, not to mention the whole Balkans, and then an entire tour in Greece. So it's been an insane amount of travel packed into a short amount of time. So I can't imagine it ever feeling stagnant, but I've only been doing this professionally for a short amount of time. So I want to get our bass player Johnny's thoughts. He's been touring with this band for over like 11 years now or something. So for him, it's got to feel way more routine. So let's go see what he has to say.
I've been touring with the Rumjacks for 12 years now, 2008.
First of all, do you ever find that touring has a routine? Do you ever fall into a routine in touring?
Yeah, I think you always fall into a routine on tour. You have no choice, really. But also it's a routine that kind of somewhat glues it together. Without it, it would be chaos. Does it ever get boring? It has its boring aspects, for sure. We always kind of say you hurry to wait, and you do a lot of waiting. Part of the job is what it is, but in general, no, it's not boring. It's so much fun.
Oh yeah, what's it like going back to cities for like the third, fourth, and fifth time?
If you go back to cities you've been to before, sometimes it's been a few years, and sometimes you see slight changes or it being exactly the same, or you go past a bar that you might have had a beer in, or you know, see something that you really remember that happened 3 years ago, or the same venue again as well. It's a bit of a trip, but it's nice to kind of come back to something you know as well. Familiarity, it is actually a good thing, yeah, because pretty much every day on tour, sometimes it's like the uncertain, or you don't know what hotel you're in, city you're in, anything you're doing really. So on the odd occasion when you get back to a town you know, in a hotel you've stayed in before, in a venue that you played and liked, it's kind of a nice treat sometimes.
Do you want to talk about touring routine and getting boring?
Sure, if you want me to. I think tour life does actually get predictable. Maybe after the first one, or the first few days at least, because you know, the very first tour, it's energy or excitement. You're in a foreign country, you're partying, and then you realise, shit, I've got like 3 months of this to do, and then you kind of get into place afterwards.
When does it feel like a job?
When you're hungover, you're far from home, and you're missing all the little things that you love about home, and this really feels like work today. Also, when you're trying to talk to people, like, you know, you go home after tour and your family, your friends, whatever, oh, wow, you're living the life, you're doing this, you're doing that, and you kind of go, it's just kind of like every other job, in a sense, like, because you go into the routine. It's not like, oh, I'm in Paris today, I'm going to walk around and see Paris and drink champagne. It's like, no, you get up, go to the job, play, have a ball, because it's the best job in the fucking world. But when it comes time to tell someone about this, it's like, oh, yeah, that's kind of all it is. Get up, go to the show, play, hotel. And then occasionally we get a break and we get to enjoy and explore places. As I mentioned before, I'm still new to this, and I'm just showing you what I'm learning as I learn it. I can't imagine this job ever getting boring, but I can see routine starting to develop, which is a good thing. I mean, I like routine personally. I can't totally imagine a world where I get burnt out on travel, but as for now, I'm having a great time. Everything's been awesome. And not to mention, the shows have just been awesome.
Well, well, well. That concludes another fun episode. Make sure to like and subscribe. Oh, these fucking outros are funny to do. I'm gonna keep doing them like this. Anyway. Oh, God. Okay.